Hello. Have you ever opened an email and it was in all caps? How did that make you feel? Well, probably like someone was mad at you. That is the power of a subliminal cue. Today we are going to tell you how we capture such cues and we use them to better understand how the adversary is trying to win the war of ideas. So, welcome everyone. We are Netanomics. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our tech talk. Netanomics is a small woman-owned business that focuses on developing tools in the field of social cybersecurity. That is a field which I define for the National Academies. My name is Dr. Kathleen M. Carley, and I am the CEO of Netanomics. You should feel free to send me email at kathleen.carley@netanomics.com. Netanomics is the name under which Carley Technologies operates. We've been working on developing software algorithms to support the detection and mitigation of information warfare and adversarial influence campaigns for over a decade. In addition to being the CEO of Netanomics, I am also a professor in the School of Computer Science at Carnegie Mellon University. I am the founder and director of the Center for Computational Analysis of Social and Organizational Systems, known as CASOS, and I am the director and founder of the Center for Informed Democracy and Social Cybersecurity, known as IDEAS, at Carnegie Mellon. At Netanomics, we leverage our relation to Carnegie Mellon. The Netanomics team is strongly interdisciplinary. It is composed of highly trained engineers, computer scientists, and social scientists with expertise in network science, machine learning, and computational linguistics. Team members have experience in working with warfighters to provide them with advanced analytic capabilities. We also train warfighters using a train-as-you-fight approach for social media analytics. Trainees have included various branches of the services, with particular emphasis on public affairs and intelligence officers. Training has occurred with various groups, for example with STRATCOM, NATO, and at Fort Bragg. We have also engaged in exercises with PACOM and the 2MEF. Netanomics has carried out 4 SBIR STTR efforts in developing software to detect and combat adversarial influence campaigns. We have licensed software from Carnegie Mellon University's Computer Science College, which further augments our software capabilities. Our enemies know that social media is a key weapon in modern warfare. They know that they can manipulate the way people feel by the way they craft their messages. They are increasingly applying their skills at crafting influential messages, images, and videos. This directly affects the warfighter, their families, our allies, and our nation's will to fight. Influence campaigns are conducted using subliminal cues in the texts that are read and in the images and videos that are viewed. These cues can make you happy or angry. They can make you feel competent. They can make you feel irrelevant. The adversaries use these cues to enhance their influence campaigns, and so to create or break opinion leaders, to increase mass hysteria or mass ennui, to foster beliefs in conspiracy theories, to recruit new personnel, and so on. Cues are effective because they operate subliminally. Cute pictures of kittens are used to get people to download malware. Words of exclusion and belittling are used to make minority groups stop interacting. These are but 2 examples of how we are losing the media war because we are not attending to these cues. To carry out their missions, the Navy and the Marine Corps need scalable solutions for exploiting social media to identify, assess, and counter adversarial campaigns, to protect warfighters from being recruited and their families from being exploited. They need to be able to assess stories like the ones from the Crimea to see if they're trying to induce hysteria. They need to be able to assess their own stories to see if they are being as effective as possible or are giving inadvertent threats to others. At Netanomics, we have identified a large number of these cues and their relation to various influence maneuvers. We have developed algorithms for extracting these cues from messages in a reliable, automated fashion. These algorithms work across cultures, across languages, and across data pulled from different social media platforms. Our approach goes beyond traditional sentiment analysis that tells you whether a statement is positive or negative to actually telling you if there's content that can evoke anger or fear or powerlessness in an audience. Our approach goes beyond stance detection that focuses on whether the content is pro or anti a particular issue to focus on whether the message is likely to evoke happiness or feelings of helplessness. Using cues, we estimate the emotional impact of these messages. This is key to assessing the potential impact of adversarial information influence campaigns and to trying to change the content of the messages and to try to influence the shape of the social network, which is who talks to whom. We are building a software tool and a tool pipeline that can automate the detection of the emotional impact of social media messages in over 40 languages and then use this information to assess influence campaigns. This tool also supports assessing the topic frame of the message, for example, is it political or financial? And so the emotional messaging that is used in conjunction with that frame, for example, is it combative or dismaying? Our tool flow can assess the potential impact of the information campaign, and it can be used to evaluate alternative messages that can be used as countermeasures. Now, other researchers and companies have developed sentiment analysis algorithms. They have developed general support for assessing topic frames, and they typically assess social media for trends in the sentiment toward a topic or toward an actor. They typically assess impact in terms of the reach of the message. Our technology also does this, but in addition, our technology enables a deep dive into how the audience is likely to respond to the message, into what emotions are being evoked, and into how the sender of the message is trying to portray their own emotional state. Our technology combines high-dimensional network analytics, machine learning, and computational linguistics to operationalize social and psychological theories of persuasion, emotion manifestation, social signaling, and social influence. This provides a dramatic improvement in the operational capability afforded to the warfighter. For example, other companies can recognize that a message like RT is banned in the US - censorship, all in caps, that has a negative sentiment. Our technologies can also tell you that this message is meant to invoke anger and fear. And then by linking this with our other tools, we can then tell you that this is part of a dismay influence maneuver targeted at particular segments of a population. We have developed an automated system to extract emotional cues from text for use in assessing the impact of adversarial information campaigns and Blue Force campaigns. The system can reliably detect the potential emotional impact of an adversarial information campaign, and it can reliably detect the emotional cadence of the speaker of those texts. In addition, it includes hate speech detection, moral value assessment, and frame detection. This can be done in over 30 languages and on millions of messages in just a few minutes. In addition to providing analytic capabilities to assess influence campaigns, the company's solution also brings in new improved stance assessment, hate speech detection, and new algorithms for assessing influence campaigns. The Q system is also an integral part of the BEND framework, and the tools are interoperable. Our solution makes it possible for the DoD analyst to go beyond surfing social media to being able to assess impact. Our prototype system for analysis of social media content has been developed, it's been applied on real-world data, and has been presented to DoD users in order to assess its efficacy. Our system has been used in several military exercises, including the DoD Defender 21 exercise. Q's analytics have been applied to the Hong Kong riots, the terror events in France during COVID, and to numerous other contexts. It is currently at TRL 5 and is on its way to TRL 6. Currently, we are working on enhancing our hate speech detection, frame detection, and moral value assessment and stance detection algorithms. Our end goal is to be incorporated into a program of record. We plan to provide and support automated emotional cues analysis systems to a prime contractor, providing overall C4I systems to commanders in the field. The key advantages of our automated software approach over human analysts are the following. 1. The ability to analyze much larger volumes of open source data much more quickly. 2. Insight into the impact of the message on the emotional state of the readers and insight into the state of the sender. 3. Ability to identify hate speech and assess moral values. 4. Improved sentiment analysis accuracy. 5. Reduced human bias in interpreting open source data. And 6. Ability to operate in over 30 languages. We are here looking for an operational partner. We are looking for an operational partner who can place our automated system into an operational test environment. Additional funding can accelerate a fully web-based solution in addition to the existing standalone solution. Thus, the overall system would support both low-side and high-side operations. Additional funding would also accelerate the inclusion of cues from images and videos. Our automated system for detection of the emotional cues associated with adversarial influence campaigns can support the DoD, Navy, and Marine Corps missions, particularly in intelligence, in public affairs office, and in manpower support. There are also numerous commercial users for this technology. It can support law enforcement. It supports multiple healthcare applications. It provides public health groups with a way of monitoring the public response to medical and anti-medical messaging, and it enables organizations to monitor their social media space to better understand the community response. We are here to find operational partners who can help us integrate our software system into the overall C4I systems for use by warfighters in the field. We need access to operational data to further improve our tools. We need access to operational users to test the use system, and we need additional funding. We want to connect with DoD prime contractors who can deliver these. So next time you read an email or open a social media post, think about what subliminal cues might be being used on you. And come talk to us. We would be happy to tell you more about our solution to this major DoD need, and we look forward to hearing from you. This is Kathleen Carley from Netanomics signing off. Thank you.